Holiday cheer. Hey, we're in that time of the year when holiday cheering does take place, and rumor has it that it often involves adult beverages. Well, that takes us to this week's case. It involves a man arrested for driving under the influence in Iowa. Well, he was arrested because at the preliminary stop, he failed a breathalyzer test. So he was hauled down to the police station. And under the law in Iowa, he was given an opportunity to provide a breathalyzer test or an actual urine test. He, if he didn't choose to do either of those things, would lose his license for 1 year. That's the law in Iowa. That's the law in a lot of states where when someone is arrested for a DUI, they are then required to either provide another sample, either a breathalyzer or a urine test, or alternatively, they lose their license for a year or a shorter period of time. Well, this fella said, you know what, I don't want to give another breathalyzer test. I think I'm going to just lose my license for a year. So he signed a form that was referred to as an informed consent. This form basically said, hey, if you don't give the test, you're going to lose your license for a year. Sign the form. And then he starts going forward. Then suddenly he has a revelation, maybe some sobriety started to creep in. And he said, I do want to give another breathalyzer test. Policeman said, too late. You already made your decision and you have to live with it. He said, no, I want to take the breathalyzer test, and the police refused to give him that test. As a result, his license was suspended for 1 year. Well, he appealed this. And he said, wait a second, you know, for all intents and purposes, there wasn't a lot of time that went by. It wasn't like I could get a lot more sober. It wasn't that the results were going to change or anything else was going to happen. It was just a few minutes, and hey, no harm, no foul. I should have been allowed to have given another breathalyzer test. The court heard this, and believe it or not, this went all the way up to the Iowa Supreme Court. The Iowa Supreme Court, as the final adjudicator of this case, came away and said, you know what? Yes is yes and no is no. When you said, no, I'm not going to give another test here, then you lose your license. Simple as that. No is no, yes is yes. If you'd said yes, and it was found that your blood alcohol level was below what is considered to be drunk in the state of Iowa, then there wouldn't have been a problem. But you chose not to do that, and as such, you lose your license for 1 year. Now, we bring you this case so you understand how DUI infractions work in various states. Every state varies, and there are some states that take a different view than Iowa. Some states say that you can change your mind and you can then give either a urine test or breathalyzer test. Many states, however, follow the Iowa approach to things. What happens in your state, I don't know, because I don't know where you are. But the important thing I want to communicate to you is if you're arrested for a DUI over the holiday season or at any other time, you need to really focus on what's taking place, because many times the law finds that a no is a no and a yes is a yes, and you need to be very careful as to what you're saying. It does count. Words do have an impact. Hey, we bring you this case as we bring cases every week, so you know how the law works. I'm David Allen.